Good morning. We are the life motivators. We are the entrepreneurs that come in here each day to give you the love and the inspiration. We talk about thoughts and processes, and we talk about energy and vibrations. We talk about things of how are you treating you? How are you looking at yourself in the mirror, and what do you truly see? Do you see the awesomeness that you see within? Do you see the awesomeness that we see? Because we see the awesomeness in each and every brother and sister across this world each day that we deal with. Why? Because we expect the good things from each and every person just as well as we expect the good things into our life. When we get up in the morning and we get ourselves into that alignment, many days and many years I lived in that willy-nilly lack of mindset. And it got me nowhere, no growth, no anything within my life except running around, like I said before, a dog chasing his tail, doing the same thing over, expecting new results, but yet it's doing the same thing. And what did I get? Not new results. So when did I start getting new results? Is when I started releasing and receiving. And what are they saying receiving? I was receiving the energies. I was receiving the messages that were coming into me. I was receiving the creative ideas that I had within me. And then I started expecting a happy feeling. And it's like, where's this coming from? I didn't know. And then I heard this one thing: quit asking how and just do. So I started doing this every morning. Every morning. I started getting up and telling myself I love me. Every morning I started going to the mirror and saying, you know what? We're going to have an awesome day. Even though I can barely walk, even though my mind feels like I'm that big of a man, even though I can't go out and make a living, it is going to be an awesome day. So I started expecting this and giving this feeling to myself and to my life every morning. And then started telling myself more and more, I love you. And we will be able to walk today. I will get these pains out of my life. I will get up and I will be able to go out and feel that grass again with my feet. I will be able to do all this. And I kept doing this every day. And I kept diligent with it. And I have stayed diligent with that since that time frame. And each day I get in here and I ask to receive the good things within my life that I truly need. Do I need that big fancy ass truck? No, I didn't. Did I need that big hot rod? No, I didn't. Do I need that fancy fifth wheel? No, I didn't. So I started understanding why and what do I need to do to live within my means, and what is my true purpose of value of where am I going? Because it's not the monetary funds that I'm looking for anymore. It was success within myself and not being jealous of others and their success anymore. I was seeing what they were doing within their life, and they were waking up expecting good things within their life, speaking this over their self every day, giving them power affirmations every morning. So everyone that had success, I started listening to what they were saying. But the success, most people say, it has to be the monetary. How much money do you have in the bank? No, it's not. I found success in the abundance of the love that I put within my own self first. Then the other things that come in within my life, I just say thank you for them. I'm at the right place at the right time to be able to receive this beautiful home that I have, that I get to live in and co-create with Carol. The vehicles that we have, I say thank you for them. They're a blessing. They get us from point A to point B to take care of things so I don't have to walk. It is a blessing that we are able to use those. It's a blessing that we have this electricity. And I say thank you every day that I turn on that light switch, or that air conditioner kept me cool last night, or warm, depending on where you live. So waking up with that expectancy right there each and every day, that is what shifted my life. That gratitude of expectancy, or that expectancy of gratitude. I put a little bit of both on each direction. Do we have a positive and negative side with contrast in our life? Yes. Are there going to be things and situations coming that's going to happen within your life? Yes. But we're learning how to handle those situations and not let them overpower us with that knee-jerk reaction that sends us our blood boiling immediately. We learn how to look at the situation that has arose, and how do we handle the situation? What needs to be taken care of? We look at it as a leader within our life and quit looking at everybody else trying to take care of situations that are coming up within your life that you brought to you because it was a thought process. We want you to start thinking of good things every day that's happening in your life that is going to flow within your life. Everywhere you're going, everything that you're doing, you're going to have a perfect flow when I go to work today. Everybody is going to be in a happy mode today. Will it always happen that way? No. But when that one person that usually grabs your nerve, today, instead of looking at that one thing that grabs your nerve, that high-pitched voice or that Hello, how are you doing today? That country boy backwoods talk, whatever it is that grabs your nerve, don't look at that. Think of the good things that that person actually has within them, the talents that they have that they were hired for, or that they actually bring to the table of your community, of your job site. So if you start looking at the good things and expecting the good things out of them, you will see more of that coming out of that person. But just remember, if that one little thing is grabbing you, that voice or that action that they do, might need to check yourself a little bit too. Why is it grabbing me this way? Why am I having this feeling with this voice or that action or that person or their look or whatever? What are you working on within you to let you know that you might have something else you need to work on? You may dislike them because, they have, the perfect little body. Well, you don't know when they go home and they get on that treadmill and they run till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. When you went home and you took care of kids and you was able to cook supper, you was able to wash all the clothes, and you was able to get all your stuff done at home, you had family. They may not have kids. So that's how they can go and do 4 hours on a freaking treadmill, and be skinny as a rail. Sometimes you need to understand the bigger picture of what's going on within life. They may be depressed and may have, other issues going on within life that you never know. Everybody walks a different mile within our shoes, but the only one that you need to worry about is you. Your expectancy of what you want out of your life, the direction you want to go with it, the things that you want to happen within it. And what do I need to do? Like Julio and I was talking about a while ago, what do I need to do to free up more time within my life to do the things that I want to do? What did he do? He learned how to schedule his life, his day. He knows what is going on, what is expected of him at certain time frames that he knows he has to take care of. And then this other time, what do I get to do for me during that time frame? So then that's what he does. And he enjoys his day. Just like each and every one of those people you see on your screen right here today, we all do something more within our life each day to know that this awesome light and power that we have within, this source energy, we're going to let it do what it's got to do today, because I'm putting that power on full max, because I've only got one day to do this. Tomorrow's not given. So I'm going to rock out me today, and I'm going to have fun with it, and I'm going to do the things that make me happy. And it's a great day to have a great day. Go ahead, brother.
Sometimes we always talk about, like just that mindset. You know, the topic today, of course, is expecting great things out of yourself. A high expectancy. I think too many of us have a very low expectancy. You know, and it's we're in the process of retraining our minds on a daily basis. We're in a process of restructuring the way we think, the way we process, the things that we do, the things that we don't do, our habits, our practices, our routines, all of the above, the untraining of the mind, so to speak. We grow up thinking, in grammar school, high school, based off of what our parents, or the people, who influenced us in our entire lives, like, okay, well, what they're telling us is right. It might have been right, but not everything. Otherwise we wouldn't have a retraining of our minds, or a restructuring of our, of our thinking and our thought process. The importance. I love this topic, Thomas, because it's so broad. We could literally talk about this topic in itself for hours, because it do you have a low expectancy, or do you have a high expectancy? It's in your, like, in your day, in your work day, in your family, in your relationships. Do you get with a person and to say, hey, I'm going to co-create with this person for the rest of my life, or commit myself to this person? So do you expect crap out of the relationship? Do you expect the relationship to fail? Do you expect to have, or do you, like, a lack, or do you expect good things? Do you expect, what, we're going to grow, we're going to mature together. We're going to learn how to manage finances better. We're going to learn how to operate. We're going to learn how to co-create. We're going to learn how to be a power couple, or learn how to you, I mean, just co-creating better in a flow. To what? Expect great things out of the relationship. Like if you're going and you're taking a test, you expect to fail already. You ain't even started the test. You haven't even wrote your name at the top of the freaking paper, but you're expecting to fail the test already. Oh, I'm a bad test taker. What kind of energy did you just give yourself? What kind of expectancy did you just promote? Is it a low expectancy? That's a lack mentality, man. It's important for us to expect great things no matter what. Expect a great flow. Thomas just, was referencing, hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to visit here and I'm going to go here and I'm going to drive a car. But he's stating, he's proclaiming high expectancy. He's expecting to have a great trip. He's expecting to have a good flow. He's expecting for these encounters with people, places, situations, and everything to not be perfect, because it's perfect because of how it's going to play out. But, in itself, whether things, play out to be exactly how they planned them or not, that doesn't mean that, something went wrong. Nonetheless, he expects to have a great, outcome. It's like that. It's across the board. So many people settle in life. They settle with that frame of mind that things are always going to be this way. And I'm saying, like, people who operate in lack, they just believe, okay, well, I guess this is it. My life isn't going to get any better, or my situation isn't going to get any better. Or too many people they're always speaking death of themselves. So in that, if you stop and analyze yourself, your own words, your own practices, your own routines, it starts from within. How can we ever, as a group, collectively expect to change the world if we first haven't adjusted things within ourselves, if we first haven't reframed our own thought process, if we first haven't analyzed ourselves? I'm not going to go and teach somebody about finances if I suck at my finances, if I'm not, I mean, it's across the board. I'm not going to go and do something that I'm not first practicing myself and have proven to have good results and good flow. And, all right, now I got that. I've grasped this. Now I have a high expectancy where I'm going to take it. I'm going to run this, where I'm going to, okay, I see there's a need there. I see there's a need there, or whatever. Do you expect to excel in your life? Do you expect to have a fruitful life? Like, what is the life expectancy right now in America? 72 to 74? You know, I'm sorry. I refuse to accept that based off of what society and the world and whatever. I'm going to be an old fart. You know why? My promises is, if you honor your mother and you honor your father, I will give you long life. That's a promise I'm holding on to. That's a promise that I will honor. I'm going to be an old fart. I'm going to see my kids have kids, and I may even see them have kids. I'm going to see my grandkids have children. That's what I believe. That's the expectancy that I'm proclaiming, that I'm laying out for my own life. So I want to challenge you and encourage you to have a high expectancy, and no matter what it is that you do, period. And if you miss the mark, it's okay. Dust your freaking needs off. Hey, dust yourself off and say, you know what? All right, I'll do better tomorrow. But I know that I did my best today. I know that I tried my best, or I attempted to put the best foot forward within who I am, no matter what. Why? Because I'm expecting a lot out of myself. You know, like people who have standards. Let's just keep, all of our standards are different. Our standards of living, our standards of housekeeping, our standards of language, our standards of money, our standards of family, our standards across the board are all different here. We represent people from all across the world, all across the globe on here. There's no one person that's in here that is like, okay, yeah, I have it all together. No, we all come from different walks of life, different lifestyle, different practices. Our standards are different. But I want to challenge you, person, whoever you are, to elevate the standards, to say, hey, I know my worth. I know my potential, you know? And if you haven't first done that, then analyze the potential within you, or realize who you are. But because me personally, I understand my standards. I understand my value. I've examined myself in and out, and I do it on a daily basis. This is not something like, oh, I did it a year ago. No, it's a constant motion, a constant flowing, a constant examination of yourself. Why? Because I'm going to expect today, I'm going to be my best version of me. And then tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to try to top that. Thomas is not my competition. John's not my competition. Ryan's not my, Vanita's not my competition. You guys are not my competition. You know who's my competition? The man in the mirror. The man in the mirror, the woman looking at you when you're sitting there brushing your teeth. That's your competition. The man who's looking with the full beard that I look at in the mirror, that I look eye to eye and I say, hi, I love you. I say you're an overcomer, you're a conqueror. There's nothing you can and cannot do. The person that I'm looking at in the mirror, that's me against me, man. So in the you against you, kick yourself in the ass to say, you know what? I did my best yesterday, but I'm going to do better today. I'm going to progress today. I'm going to become more. Why? Because I have a high expectancy over myself. You know, we talk about the millionaire or the billionaire and the beggar both have 24 hours in a day. The poor man has a poor mentality, so he expects to have his hand out throughout the day and saying, alms anyone? Alms anyone? Hey, do you have any spare change? Do you have any spare change? That's his expectancy for the day. But the billionaire says, I'm going to get up at 4 a.m. I'm going to start writing my goals down. I'm going to revisit my goals. I'm going to structure my day. I'm going to lay out my day. And no matter what happens in the day, I'm going to expect to excel. I'm going to expect to succeed. I'm going to expect to have great flow. I'm going to expect to make money. I'm going to expect to be in full alignment. I'm going to expect them to make the most out of my day. Proclaiming it, living it out, words, affirmations written down across the board. He's practicing things from the second that he starts his day, starts his morning, wakes up, gets out of bed, to the second that he lays his head down. That's a frame of mind. That's a frame of thinking. That's a mentality. So my friends, let us all renew our minds this morning in one way, shape, fashion, or form to be that better version of us and have the high expectancy across the board, period. Expect great things out of yourself. I expect great things out of you. Why? Because you're my peer, because you're my friend, because you're viewing me, whoever you are. I might not even know you, but I still expect greatness out of you. You know why? Because if I were to take my face off, if I were to take this flesh, my flesh looks like yours. What's in me is also in you. And I expect great things out of myself. So I also expect great things out of you, whoever you are. Whenever you're watching this, doesn't matter. Have a high expectancy and greater things will happen. It's how it works. Love y'all, man. Much love.
That is how it works, because it's the love, that love and that power that he gives within himself each day. Each and every one of you have the access to that. You have access to full knowledge and power within you from the universe. You have everything that you need to know to solve every solution, to have every solution for every situation that comes up within life, no matter what it is. The unknown that's around the corner, you already know about it. You just need to see it again for the first time.
Thomas, just to add something, like Jim Rome has this analogy where he says, the wealth of the world, the knowledge of the world, or whatever we're searching after, you know, the issue is a lot of people, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to draw an abundance from this, they go to it with the spoon, with the little tiny spoon. And Jim Rome references, you know what? I challenge you, my friend, to go there with the bucket. Why? Because you expect more by showing up with more. And if you're able to have the overflow, great. But you showed up with a high expectancy. You showed up expecting more, not with a little spoon to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just get a little bit of this. No. You want abundance? Practice abundance. Have a high expectancy, and you'll receive that much more.
And then once you fill the bucket up, most people want to fill it all the way to the top. And then they're going to lose a large percentage of it on the way back to the travels, because they're so excited because they have a bucket full of abundance and they're rushing back to get it, back where it needs to go. And then that's where we're going to teach you also to slow down, sip it slow, enjoy the journey of the ride. And as you walk back, you'll have a better balance within life, within you, and within that bucket, and you won't spill any. Because I showed up with 2 buckets. And what I did is I filled 2 of them up with 3/4 full. So that way I wouldn't lose any. I learned about how much do I really need to fill my cup up today. Yes, it can overflow and it'll be great things for everybody else as well around me. But some days you just need to fill it just right there to that little bit of the top. So as you sip it, you're sipping it slow, enjoying the journey of your expectancies of life. the abundance that you're absorbing and receiving in. It's going to fulfill you each day so powerful that it's like jumper cables connected to your nipples. Right? It's a charge I've never even had. But yet once you get it and it's like, wow, this is so much fun. This energy connection, this vibration that I have, these feelings that I have within my life each day, these creative ideas that I'm having, these visions that start popping in, it's like, write them down. They're not just popping in there because they're something you've seen on TV, or that wasn't a clip that you read in a newspaper, or that wasn't something you've seen in a magazine. Those were visions you had for you in your life of where you want it to go, the expectancy of how you want it to be, the clothes that you're wearing, the house that you're living in, the car that you're driving, the people that you get to surround yourself with, the places that you get to go, the trips, the vacations that you now expect to go take. Not saying, oh, well, I only have a few days within, this job. No, I expect to be able to take some vacation time. I expect to be able to have a business or a work at a job to where I can go and take the vacations when I want, because I don't like cold weather. So guess what? I'm going to go south during the winter. And I expect to be able to do that. I'm building an online business. I expect it to be a great business. I'm putting out content today to be able to attract more people. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to expect great things within it. This book that I'm writing today, I'm going to expect this chapter to be the best chapter of the book. And tomorrow, I'm going to one-up myself with the next chapter. You're expecting it for tomorrow as well. And when you go to sleep each night, you expect, I accomplished this today. I am thankful for the things that I was able to do with my physical abilities within my life. And so when I wake up tomorrow morning, it's the same energy, because I gave the great expectancy within my life the night before. You'll hear the words, and we say it quite often: the inspiring, the uplifting. We want everybody to succeed. The thought process, the thinking, the new habits. These are words that we keep saying a lot, over and over and over, many days on past, giving different perspectives to them for different situations that we're going through, or that we talked about with another client or something. Because we all have stories and are all going through something. How we handle them is, though, it's totally different. So we're going to pass this one over to Miss Shannon to wrap this up, and with the affirmations.
Morning, everybody. I matter, and what I offer to this world matters. I believe in myself and my abilities. Doors of opportunity now fly open for my dreams. Today, I make things happen. Miracles happen to me all the time. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. My life is what I make of it each day. I expect the best in every situation I encounter. I am grateful for the good things in my life. Wake up every morning with a thankful attitude. Expect something good to happen in your life today. And remember, expectancy is the breeding ground for miracles.
It is the breeding ground. I love it.
The breeding ground for miracles. I love that.
Love that. Awesome. It's been a great day, guys. Y'all keep up the good energies, keep the smiles on your face, carry them all throughout your day. And if you can't smile, stick a pin in your mouth. Have fun with it. Keep the smiles flowing no matter what. Whatever the energy is happening within your life today, flow with good energies of expectancy. We love and appreciate you all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.